everyone. Today I'm going to be making pork Asian meatball appetizers for the holidays. So we're going to first start off with our ground pork, our breadcrumbs, we have 1 large egg, we have some chopped green onion, we have some minced garlic, we have some sesame seed oil, light soy sauce, and some sesame seeds. So now we're going to mix this with our hand until it's fully mixed in and that the texture of the meat and the ingredients becomes easy to mold. Now if you find that it's not molding, you can add some more breadcrumbs if it's too moist. And then if it's too dry, then you would add a little bit more of the liquids, which I would say the sesame seed oil would be perfect, and then it would help them become a little bit more molded. So for mine, I think right now it's a little wet, so I'm going to add a bit more of the breadcrumbs until I can get a nice texture to mold this ingredients into meatballs. Okay, so now that I have my ingredients all nicely mixed up and that it has a nice texture, I'm going to get my tray ready. And a spoon. And I'm just going to create a nice size meatball. You can make them a little smaller if you want to. I think that's a good size. Or you could do a mixture of sizes if you want. I made one a little smaller, so then it depends on if someone enjoys them. They can choose whatever size they prefer. So these are nice size appetizers. So we're gonna bake these in the oven at 350, and then once they're complete, we will add the seasoning on top of these Asian meatballs. So yeah, so once we have a full tray, which this is the good size of them, then we would put them in the oven. So right now we have the Asian pork meatballs baking in the oven. You want to make sure you continuously turn them over so that each side of the meatballs are cooked and that the entire meatball is cooked throughout the whole portion. Now while that's finishing to cook, we're going to make the sauce that we put on top of the meatballs once they are complete. So we're going to start off with hoisin sauce. Some light soy sauce. Some sesame oil. And some water. And you want to thoroughly mix this up because the oil and the water are going to go against each other, but you just continuously stir until it's nicely mixed up. Now it seems a little watery for me, so I'm going to add a bit more of the hoisin sauce. So once we have all the ingredients nicely mixed up and that it's a nice texture, We're gonna set that aside, and when the meatballs are complete, we are gonna put that on top of them, and then we're going to garnish it with some green onions that have been chopped up and sesame seeds. So now that we've completed the sauce and the meatballs have been baking in the oven, they should be complete now. So it's been about 20 to a half hour to give the pork enough time to cook fully on each side. So we're going to pull it out of the oven, and then we're going to put the sauce onto the meatballs. So the meatballs have a nice brown crisp to each end as I've been moving them around throughout their cooking. And so now I'm going to get a small bowl. And I'm going to place the meatballs inside. And then I'm going to put some of the sauce that we've made. And then we're going to garnish it with some green onions and some sesame seeds. And that's how it came out. If you enjoyed this recipe and you want to see more like this, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that share, like, and that bell notification button. Thank you.